What's up guys, my name's Brandon and Apple just released the brand new, highly anticipated AirPods Pro, and in this video, we're going to be unboxing them, setting them up, running through the new features, testing out the audio, comparing it to the AirPods 2, and just giving my overall first impressions. Now again, this is just my first impressions review. I will have my full review up on the channel here in a couple of weeks after I've used the AirPods Pro in multiple different environments and different situations. So definitely subscribe and stay tuned for that video. But anyways, let's go ahead and unbox these bad boys. So the box is pretty much exactly what you would expect from Apple. It's all white, of course. We do have the AirPods Pro on the front. We have the Apple logo on both sides. And then we have AirPods Pro right there. And it says right below that wireless charging case. And then on the back, we get a different view of the AirPods Pro along with what comes in the box. And then we have a little pull tab right here to make it very easy, which is nice. And right up top, we have designed by Apple in California. Let's go ahead and see if we have any Apple stickers. And no Apple stickers with the AirPods Pro. And then right there, you can see we do have the wireless charging case for the AirPods Pro with, of course, the AirPods inside. And then right beneath that, we do have a USB-C to Lightning cable, but we do not get a charging brick, just the cable. And then we also do have some ear tips. So if the silicone tips that come with the AirPods Pro don't fit your ears, you do have multiple other selections here. You have a small, medium, and large. You can see right there, it shows small and large right here, which means that medium is on the AirPods when you get them. So let's go ahead and set all this to the side and take a look at the main attraction here, the AirPods Pro. So this case is very similar to the AirPods 1 and AirPods 2 case. It's pretty much the same thing, just kind of flipped. You can see right there, it's obviously a little bit wider. It's about the same thickness, and the backing is pretty much exactly the same as well. We have the button, we have a little bit longer of the little metal strip right there. We do still have designed by Apple in California writing on the back. But if you look closely, you can see the LED light looks a little bit different on the AirPods Pro, but overall pretty similar to what we had with the AirPods 1 and AirPods 2. Now, the AirPods Pro are $249, so just $50 more than the AirPods 2 with the wireless charging case. So that is a very solid price point for the AirPods Pro, given the price of the AirPods 2, but compared to other headphones on the market, I'm not so sure yet. So I'm gonna have to test these out before I say they are or are not worth the $250 price tag, which again, I will touch on in my final review coming within the next couple of weeks. Now, unlike the AirPods 2, the AirPods Pro do come with a wireless charging case by default. You don't have an option to do a non-wireless charging case, and unfortunately, they only come in a white colorway. So we saw some leaks saying that the AirPods Pro could come in black and multiple other colors, but unfortunately we only have white, at least for now. But let me just run through the setup really quick, and you can already see that we have this animation here for the AirPods Pro. That's what it looks like. You do need to be on iOS 13.2 or higher, and once the AirPods Pro do pop up on your device, you only have to have your device unlocked. It just pops up. Just go ahead and tap unlock to connect, put in your Face ID or passcode, and then it will start connecting to the AirPods Pro. And you can see right here, iOS is basically just telling us how to use the AirPods Pro. It gives you a little demo right there. But of course, that's what I'm for. I'm gonna show you guys how to set these up and all the features and things like that. So you can see there, we do have the animation as well, showing the charge level. So mine came with about 75% in the case and 82% on the AirPods themselves. Let's go ahead and click on done. And that's pretty much the setup. It doesn't get any easier than that. But I do want to run through a lot of the new features and changes with the AirPods Pro because there are a lot of things to talk about, a lot of exclusive features, a lot of really awesome features that make the $250 price tag a little bit more reasonable. And again, throughout this video, I do want to compare these to the AirPods 2 just because that is going to be a purchasing decision for a lot of people if they want to buy one or the other, or if they want to upgrade from the AirPods 2 to the AirPods Pro. And taking a look at these two side by side, if you take a look at the AirPods themselves, the AirPods Pro have much better ventilation. So you can see right here, there's basically these big vents on the AirPods Pro, which allows for airflow, which is good for audio quality, of course, with the transparency mode feature as well. And also, I guess, for pressure, because a lot of times, for some reason, when I have the AirPods in my ear, especially on the airplane, I get a lot of pressure buildup. So I'm hoping that these vents and the airflow also helps with any kind of pressure buildup that people may have. And also many people who had issues with the fit of the AirPods 1 or 2, a lot of people said that they wouldn't fit in their ears right or they would fall out a lot. You should notice a much better fit in the ear with the AirPods Pro, and that's thanks to just the fit overall of the new AirPods Pro, the whole design of them, but also because, of course, we do have 3 different tip sizes to choose from: small, medium, and large. Now, Apple also includes an ear tip fit test that will basically test the quality of the seal and identify the best ear tip size using, quote, advanced algorithms that use the microphones in each AirPod to measure the sound level in the ear and compare it to what's coming from the speaker driver. So we're going to run through that process here in a second, but I definitely feel that not too many people are going to have fitment issues with the AirPods Pro, which is a huge positive because that was one of the biggest cons of the AirPods 1 especially, but also the AirPods 2. So let's just go ahead and run through that ear tip fit test. And by the way, take a look at how short the stems are on the AirPods Pro. Compared to the normal AirPods, it makes the AirPods 2 look outdated and like really long and really weird. So when you see the AirPods or AirPods 2 in people's ears, now they're gonna look even weirder because the AirPods Pro have such a shorter stem and look a lot more discreet. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and put these in my ear and run through that ear tip fit test. So man, I just put these in my ears and these feel really good in the ears, much better than the AirPods 1 or AirPods 2, and I can definitely tell that the active noise cancellation is turned on as well, which we'll talk about here in a second, because I can hardly even hear myself talking, which is a great testament at how good these cancel out noise. But yeah, I can definitely tell a difference in how they feel in the ear. I think it's because we have that silicone tip right there instead of just like the plastic sticking in your ear. So I can definitely see how these would be better for listening to music for longer periods of time. All right, so anyways, let's run through this test right here. So we're gonna go to Bluetooth, we're gonna go to AirPods Pro, click on the little eye right there in our settings. And then if you go down a little bit further, you will see ear tip fit test. Go ahead and tap on that. And you can see here, you get this prompt that says it's going to test for audio quality and noise cancellation. Let's go ahead and play. It's going to play a song in our ears. So I'm listening to music right now. And here you can see that I have the right fit because I have a good seal on both left and right. It says the ear tips you're using are a good fit for both ears. Now, of course, if you don't get good results, you can go ahead and switch it to either the small or the large, depending on your ear size, and then run through this again. And Apple will tell you, if the ear tips fit well. So going back to that noise cancellation, that is perhaps the biggest new feature of these next generation AirPods, and that is active noise cancellation. So Apple's achieving this by using 2 microphones combined with advanced software to continuously adapt to each individual ear and headphone fit. So it's real noise cancellation. Hopefully something like you see with over-ear headphones. I don't know if it's going to be quite as good. I will be testing that as well, but I'm hoping it'll be just as good, especially for something like the plane, because AirPods and AirPods 2 are absolutely terrible on the airplane. On airplanes, I can never use my AirPods because it's just awful. All you hear is background noise and the jets of the engines. And by the way, you can access the noise cancellation as well through the control center, which by the way, look at the new glyph there inside of the volume icon. If we 3D press on the volume slider there in the control center, down at the bottom here, you can see you have the option to turn on or off noise cancellation. And you do also have transparency right there. And transparency mode is basically going to allow you to not miss important sounds going on around you, like PA announcements or like a car honking. It's basically going to let you hear outside of your earphones really well, as well as listening to your music at the same time. Like if I were to turn that on right now, I can hear myself talking, amplified. It sounds really weird when I turn it on with the headphones in, but that'll be a very, very useful feature for those in big cities. Like I said, for like PA announcements or, a car honking on the street, things like that, you'll be able to hear it and you won't be completely oblivious to what's going on around you. Now, some of the other awesome features with the AirPods Pro in iOS 13.2 are, for one, announce messages with Siri. So if we go into our settings, go to Siri and search, you will see a toggle right here that says announce messages. Press that, and you can see right here, you could turn this on or off. And what this does is it reads your messages, your text messages to you through your AirPods in a very easy to understand way. You could also reply to them if you want to. You can also have it change right here to which people you want the messages to be announced from. So instead of just having it everyone, you can have it set to just favorites, recents, or contacts. And this is easily one of my favorite features in iOS 13. Super, super convenient. I use it all the time on bike rides or just anytime I don't have my phone and my phone's in my pocket. It's very, very convenient. And we do also have voice activated Siri, so we can say those magic words when we have our AirPods in, and we can invoke Siri and ask Siri questions. And then we do have audio sharing as well. So if we go to our control center and go ahead and start playing some music, and if we 3D press right here, and tap on the little AirPlay icon right there, we could go down here to share audio. If we tap on share audio, you can see right there it says to bring other headphones close by, and it'll play the same song on both sets of AirPods. So you can have a friend with AirPods or AirPods Pro, you can play the same song on both devices. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press on share audio. I'm gonna share the audio with my other set of AirPods right here. And you can see right there, I could change the volume for both. Of course, the person on the other phone can change the volume as well. And that's another brand new iOS 13 feature that works really well with the AirPods Pro. Now, as far as battery life goes with the AirPods Pro, you're going to be getting about the same as the AirPods 2. So about 5 hours of listening time, or 4.5 if you have active noise cancellation turned on, and about 3.5 hours of talk time. So again, basically the same as the AirPods 2, but we do have the new active noise cancellation. So that's good battery life. The fact that we could achieve that with adding a new feature so big as noise cancellation, I think the battery life is perfectly fine here on the AirPods Pro. And of course, if you do have the fully charged case, you'll get over 24 hours of listening time or over 18 hours of talk time. So I will definitely be putting those numbers to the test and reporting back to you guys about the battery life in my full review. But the first thing that stood out to me about the battery life is that it's clearly much worse than the Powerbeats Pro, which have 9 hours of battery life. But we'll see how it works with the charging case, because again, you can charge the case for 5 minutes and you'll get like an additional hour of listening time. I don't know how true that's going to be if you'll actually get a full hour, but again, I will be testing that. And by the way, before I listen to this full song and give you guys my first impressions of the audio quality compared to the AirPods 2, I do want to mention that the AirPods Pro do also have a new adaptive EQ, which will adjust the low and mid-range frequencies to your specific ears. We're also going to have a lot more bass in the AirPods Pro than we did with the AirPods 1 or AirPods 2 in theory. So let me go ahead and test it out, because I haven't listened to an actual song with bass yet. So we're going to listen to this and then I will report back to you guys what I think about the audio quality. All right, so I only had to listen to 2 minutes of the song to get a good understanding of the audio quality, and I am impressed. It sounds so much better than the AirPods 2. It's really not even close comparing the two. I mean, I have to have my volume like right here, like a little bit past the play button, whereas the AirPods 2, I'd have to have like by the fast forward button right there. I'd have to have them up like this far when I actually want to listen and jam out to music. And the audio quality just feels so much more full, I guess, on the AirPods Pro. The bass is really punchy. The mids are much better. Just the overall audio quality sounds much, much better than the previous gen AirPods. I am very impressed, Apple. And I even took one of my AirPods Pro out and put the other AirPod in, since I'm sharing audio with both headphones, and I listened to the two side by side at the same time. And again, that's how I could tell it's night and day difference between these two. And again, just having them in my ears, I could definitely tell how much longer the stem was on the original AirPods. So much longer, again, so much less discreet. And also the bottom here looks a lot different on the two as well. You can see there the bottom, you can actually see through and see the ventilation, or the mesh, I guess, there on the old AirPods 1 and AirPods 2, but on the AirPods Pro, that is closed off right there. So those are my first impressions, thoughts of the AirPods Pro. Now, if you have the AirPods 2, I would say that it depends on what you use them for, but I would say that it is actually worth upgrading to the AirPods Pro. Just my first impressions, I think it is worth it, especially if you listen to music a lot. I think that's a no-brainer. If you are big on audio quality and you like having noise cancellation like with the over-the-ear headphones, I think you will absolutely love the AirPods Pro, especially if you could sell your AirPods 2 for a good price. You know, close to $200, you're not going to be really spending that much to get the AirPods Pro. And again, it just depends on what you use them for. If you only use the AirPods for like a convenience factor, and you know, you're just in school and you use them when you're studying and things like that, then it may not be worth it to get the AirPods Pro, because number one, you're probably on a tight budget. You probably don't have a lot of money to spend, and also because you're mainly using them for convenience. I would only get the AirPods Pro if you are using the AirPods for something other than convenience. If you want the good audio quality, if you want the noise cancellation, if you do go on, you know, flights a lot and you're going to use it when you travel and things like that. Like I said, there's just a lot of factors that go into it, and I will touch on all of those factors in my full review. But that was just my first impressions. Again, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Let me know what you think about the AirPods Pro down in the comment section below. And of course, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and if you did learn something about the new AirPods Pro. So if you're not going to be getting the AirPods Pro, let me know why down in the comment section below. Is it because they're too expensive? Is it because you have the AirPods 2? Let me know your overall thoughts down there in those comments. And of course, I do like to respond to you guys down there as well. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching the video, and I'll see you soon.